Hello, kids! We're already in our day 3 of our lesson in English, Quarter 1, Week 1. Are you ready? At the end of this lesson, the learner should be able to comprehend literary text by making prediction on events and differentiate fantasy from reality. Have you watched or heard about the movie Harry Potter? Can you describe Harry Potter? What are the things he can do? Do you think these can happen in real life? In the story that we will read today, we will find out what the wizard gave the bunny and how the bunny used it. But before that, let us have lesson language practice. Choose the meaning of the following words from the given choices. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Number 1. Mr. Cruz is very annoyed because his car stopped in the middle of the road. This means that he feels A. Angry, B. Excited, C. Happy, or D. Sad. Number 2. The long summer season resulted in drought and hunger in the region. There was no rainfall for a long period and the plants dried. Drought means A. Frequent flooding, B. Long dry season, C. Seasonal rain, or D. Strong typhoon. Number 3. Houdini the Wizard performed wonderful magical tricks in front of the audience. A wizard is an A. Actor, B. Magician, C. Pianist, or D. Singer. Number 4. She placed a bouquet of brightly colored flowers on the table. Bouquet as used in the sentence means A basket full of flowers, B. A box full of flowers, C. A truck full of flowers, or D. A small bunch of arranged flowers. Let's check. Did you get them all correct? Good job! Now let's have story time! The title of the story that I am going to read is about the Poor Bunny's Magic Present by Pedro Pablo Sacristan. Once upon a time, there was a place where animals were suffering greatly from drought and hunger. A very poor bunny was walking sadly through the fields when, all of a sudden, a wizard appeared in front of him. What do you think the wizard will do? The wizard offered the bunny a bag filled with little bouquets of flowers. They are magical, and they are even more magical if you know how to use them properly, said the wizard. The bunny was dying of hunger, but he decided not to eat the bouquets. He wanted to put them to good use. On his way home, the bunny met a very old and poor sheep who could hardly walk. "Can you give me a something?" asked the sheep. What do you think the bunny gave the sheep? The bunny had nothing except his bouquets, and since they were magical, he was unwilling to give them to the sheep. But he remembered how his parents had always taught him to share everything. So he pulled a bouquet out of the bag and gave it to the sheep. As soon as he did this, the bunch shone with 1,000 colors. Magic was at work. The bunny continued his way, feeling both happy and a bit annoyed. He had given away one of the bouquets, but at the same time, it was obvious that the sheep needed it more than he did. As he continued his journey, the very same thing happened to the bunny when he met a blind duck and a lame rooster. When the bunny arrived home, he had only one magical bouquet left. He told his parents all about what had happened with the wizard. What do you think will be the reaction of his parents? His parents were very proud of the bunny's behavior. He was about to pull out the final bouquet when his little brother arrived home crying with hunger. The bunny gave his brother the magical bouquet. What do you think the wizard will do? At that moment, with a great rumble of thunder, vroom, shh, the wizard appeared again. He asked the bunny, "Where are all the magical bouquets I gave you? What have you done with them?" The bunny was frightened, and he started to say sorry. But the wizard interrupted, saying, "Didn't I tell you that if you use them well, they'd be even more magical? Well, go outside and see what have you done." The bunny went out shaking. What he saw was something unbelievable. As far as the eye could see, the whole countryside had turned into a wonderful green farmland. Farmland with enough water and food to feed all the animals. The bunny felt very happy that he had acted as he did, and that the magic of his generosity would bring happiness to everyone. Let us see if you understand the story. Let's answer the following questions. What did the wizard give the bunny? Did the bunny use it? What problem was experienced by the animals in the story? Who appeared to the bunny? What did he give him? Who did the bunny meet first? Second? Third? What did they ask from him? If you were the bunny, would you also give the sheep, duck, and rooster a bouquet of flowers? Why? If you were the sheep, duck, or rooster, what would you tell the bunny? What did the bunny feel after giving away the bouquets? What was the reaction of his parents when he told them the story about the wizard? If you were his parents, what would you feel? Why? What character trait did the bunny show? How can we show generosity to others? Do you think this story could happen in real life? What we did in between the story was make predictions. How are you able to predict? Predicting outcome is giving possible outcomes or events that could happen in the story based on the situations or ideas presented. It is important to listen to or read the details carefully. Look for clues and use what you know to predict outcomes. Let us read the following sentences. The wizard offered the bunny a bag filled with little magical bouquet of flowers. 2. The bunny was dying of hunger. 3. He remembered how his parents had always taught him to share everything. 4. At that moment, with a great rumble of thunder, the wizard appeared again. 5. He pulled the bouquet out of the bag and gave it to the sheep. Which among the sentences shows something that happens in fantasy? Which shows reality? How did you know? Reality refers to situations that happen in real life. Example, plants and animals die because of thirst and hunger. Can you give another example? while the fantasy refers to situations that are magical or make-believe and could not happen in real life. Example, a fairy appeared to Mina and told her to make 3 wishes. Of course, that's a fantasy. Can you give another example? Now let's have group activity. For the group activity, Group 1, predict what might happen in the following situations. Choose the letter of your answer and write it on a piece of paper. Group 2, read the following situations. Predict what you think will happen next. For Group 3, read the story and answer the questions. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Get your group task from your teacher. So let us see if you can still remember and understand what we learned today. What do you do when you make predictions? How can you differentiate reality from fantasy? For our evaluation, read the following situations and choose what you think might happen next. Write the letter of your answer in your notebook. Number 1. Jaime is flying with his kite. The kite is flying high above a coconut tree. Suddenly, the kite string snapped. A. The kite will fly. B. The kite will fall and hit the tree. C. The kite will be carried away by the wind. Or D. The kite will be torn. Number 2. All the pupils are inside the classroom. Some are playing and others are chatting. The teacher comes in. A. The pupils will sit quietly. B. The teacher will go out of the room. C. The pupils will continue what they are doing. Or D. The teacher will get mad at her pupils. Number 3. Mother's cooking sinigang. She accidentally used 2 tablespoons of sugar instead of salt. A. The sinigang will taste sweet. B. The sinigang will be very salty. C. The sinigang will be more delicious. Or D. The sinigang will taste very sour. For numbers 4 and 5, choose if it is reality or fantasy. Number 4. A superhero can stop a storm with a snap of his finger. Is it reality or fantasy? Number 5. Prolonged drought can lead to famine and hunger. Reality or fantasy? Did you get them all correct? Great! For your assignment, believe it or not, read the statements, then write reality for events that can happen in real life or fantasy for events from someone's imagination. You can pause this video to answer the following. Here's the answer key. Thanks for watching. See you again next time. Goodbye.